Alright, guys. How is everybody doing? It is Friday, November 1st. I don't know. All I know is a lot of voter fraud videos are popping up everywhere right now. And I do mean everywhere. And we're 4 or 5 days away from election. So, and we're already catching massive amounts of voter fraud. So, yeah, I would still go out and vote and record it. That way it can be posted and everybody can in this way it's recorded. They are going to be checking things this time around that they did not check last time, and that's going to open doors to go back, is what I think. So, there's a lot of stuff coming around. Just sit back and watch the show, dude. It's fixing to start getting crazy. And a lot of people say, oh, it's going to be like last election and my vote doesn't matter, blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, if you're gonna sit there and say that and you don't vote, I don't hear any complaining from you. You don't get to complain, oh my God, the world's gone again, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't get to say that. You didn't vote, you didn't contribute, you don't get to complain. Okay? If you want to complain, vote. Alright? So, that's my 2 cents on that. Alright? There's a lot of stuff that is prophesized about November. And something major was supposed to happen last night. I have no clue if it happened. I haven't heard anything. I don't know. But I do know there's supposed to be some kind of spell over the election here in the United States. That's what I heard. There's supposed to be some dark magic over everything. And I think that's the reason why it's failing, because we've been praying so much in this country for things. And I think God is not allowing it to take place. So, that's a pat on the back for the people, because we believe in a higher authority. And we're gonna, the people that are pretending to be ballot election people, I think their goose is cooked pretty quickly. There was a video today that was leaked on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. A lady was filling in ballots, and a officer saw her doing it and didn't do anything about it. That is illegal. That is tampering with ballots. That's a felony. But if you know the right people, you can get away with whatever crime you want, I guess. So that's where it's at. And this time, I don't think they're going to get away with it. There's already been too much interference in the elections already. In certain states, you're supposed to be able to go and do early voting until 4:30, and they shut it off at 1:30. And then between 1:30 and 4:30, they're messing with ballots, I guess. There's things where people are trying to vote Trump, and it goes straight to Kamala and won't let them vote for Trump on these voting machines. So, yeah, there's just some big issues right now. But you just said you need to go out and vote. Yes, you still need to go out and vote. This is you doing your part. As a matter of fact, I think this weekend me and my wife are going to go vote. It's the first time we've ever done the early voting thing. Normally we wait until the 5th and go vote. But they're saying we may not have till November 5th. So I don't know what's going on. All I know is put your faith in God. Have God. God will guide you to do the right thing, regardless of what you feel. So just pay attention to what you're doing and make sure you fill the entire ballot out. That way nobody can go in and change it. There's been signature stuff going on where they're not checking signatures, and that is something they have to do. They haven't asked for anybody's ID to check their signature. So yeah, I don't know what to tell all of you, except there is massive amounts of cheating going on. And I can get a strike for saying this, but I really don't care. If you have to cheat to win, that tells me that you aren't even worth being in the game. You're not worth my time. So basically, as long as I know they're a Republican, they get my vote. Because the Democrats are having to cheat so badly to win. It's crazy. But we need to set a standard in the United States. No more machines. Hand counting, and everything's done in a day. Because they can get it done in a day. Other countries can do it. We can do it. There's countries that are bigger have more population than what we have. If they can do it, we can do it. It's very simple. But for some reason, they're wanting to complicate it and gum it up and mess around with a lot of stuff. And it's crazy with what they're doing. So we got to figure it out and get it done. What was the other thing? Slipped my mind. Hate it when that happens. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, guys. I am so sorry. But I think what we need to do is really right now pay attention to what's going on. Be part of the solution, not the problem. Record what's going on, where you vote, can upload it onto X or Facebook or Twitter or wherever, Rumble. Send it to somebody, say, hey, this is out there. This is what I did, this is what I saw. And then show send them the video link and let them put it on X for you. Do something like that. People will help you get it out there. So document what you're doing. They cannot stop you from documenting it. A lot of them are saying that you can't. You can. It's perfectly legal. Apparently people are seeing more Black Hawks in Washington right now than they have in I don't know how many years. So it's starting to get spicy. Apparently, I didn't read into it, but apparently Oprah Winfrey is being questioned by high officials. I don't know if it's FBI or who it is, but she's being drug into some stuff. So, and apparently it's related to a party. That's all I'm going to say. So, pay attention to don't pay attention to what happened. Pay attention to whose names are being released for these things. Because I think it's mostly smoke screens. To throw you off of the election stuff. I think that's what's going on right now. Oh, celebrity this, celebrity that. Arrested for this, arrested for that. But what about the voting fraud? What about this? Oh, look over here. Next thing you know, it's going to be like your favorite celebrities being arrested for this. Really? I'm still interested about the voter fraud. I'm more worried about that than the celebrity getting arrested. So, I think it's a smokescreen. I think it's some misdirection, like magicians like to play with. I think that's what's going on. We have to be smarter than that and not allow them to manipulate us to that point. Does that make sense? We need to make sure we are focused on what actually matters instead of what doesn't matter. Voting laws and voting rights matter. You are not supposed to be voting unless you are an American citizen. Okay? There are people here from other countries at schools that turned around and signed some forms to register to vote, and they allowed it, and then they voted. So they're allowing people that are not American citizens to vote. So they're messing with the elections. Look it up on X, look it up on Google, look it up on Facebook. This has happened. So therefore, the American people's vote does not matter, is what they're saying. But there's fail-safes in the voting. This is the reason why you got to go in and vote. There's all kinds of fancy ways of finding out if the ballot is correct or if it's a fake ballot. So, stop, go vote, and I promise you it will be counted and properly dealt with in the right time. May not be right now, but it will be in the right time. So go through and vote, okay, guys? As far as spiritual guidance, this is all I can really tell you tonight. I'm exhausted, mentally, physically, spiritually. I'm just burnt right now. This is all I can tell you. If you're struggling, find a way to say a prayer that is meaningful to you, that God can comprehend. Okay? Meaning, yes, God knows your thoughts. God knows what's in your heart. But sometimes He just likes to hear it. Just tell Him, Lord, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm burnt out. Lord, please, give me manna from heaven. Revive me. Help me with all this burden that I'm under. Whatever you got to do. And go that route. Okay? Now, something I'm going to tell you. Now, this is a personal thought of mine. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if this works this way or not. Please, if you hear this and you got to this point, kudos to you. But if you know this answer, please post it. I think the more impure your body is, the less connection you have with God. Meaning, the more you fast, the more your body gets rid of all the stuff you don't need. It purifies your body. Well, I'm thinking with all the stuff people do today, the smoking, the drinking sodas, the, pizzas, fast food, and we don't really do what we're supposed to be doing with our bodies, I think that's causing a lot of blockage with God. He may be able to hear you, but we're not able to hear Him because we're so unclean spiritually, because our organs aren't clean to where we can harmonize with Him. If I'm wrong about this, please post and let me know. I want to know. I've never had anybody talk to me deep on stuff like this, so any insight would be great. I have an open mind. I am willing to talk. I'm willing to, discuss things that I know, stuff that I've experienced. And things like that. So, but if this makes any kind of sense to you, let me know. It's just a theory that I have. I don't know if I'm on the right path with that or not. And a lot of us have been, like, when I was a kid, we got put on sodas. When I was a kid. So I've been addicted to the sodas ever since I was like 10 or 12 years old. So, that's how long I've been drinking Dr. Pepper. So I need to find a way to detox, but with all that in my system, I'm going to have a severe problem with detoxing from it without God's help. But I have heard prophets say that when healing is on its way, and when that day happens, everybody's going to be purified, I guess. To where our bodies will be where they're supposed to be instead of where they're at, if that makes sense. So I'm just waiting for that day right now, but it's an interesting thing to think about. So if anybody knows, please post it. And if you want me to get onto your site and with us have a conversation, by all means, I will gladly do that. But I'm just trying to figure out how everything goes, how all the placement is going. So I don't know. Still walking the path, trying to figure it out. And to everybody that's already got it figured out, great. I just don't like copying what other people do. It's not something you can cut and paste, in my opinion. Everybody has to find their own way. But a little bit of guidance and a little bit of encouragement doesn't help. It doesn't hurt. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it doesn't hurt. Help. It doesn't hurt. That's how tired I am. But guys, I think the cleaner your body is, the better you'll be in tune with God. And that's where we need to get. We need to get better in tune with God. So and I think God's going to fix all that. We just have to wait on Him to fix it. So I love my country. I love the vets that fought for my country. I love everybody. I've got a ton of family members that fought for this country, just like everybody else. And it's such a shame how they're doing this country. Now, with that being said, I want y'all to take this and understand truly what I'm saying here. There is a prophecy saying that the America we know is going to end. So a new America can emerge and spread its eagle wings. We are the land of the eagle. I want everybody to understand that. We are the brother of Israel. They are our big brother. We're the little brother. But if you look at this land, it is the land of the eagle. So we need to start. There's a time frame where an eagle's claws become dull. His talon becomes too curved to be able to do things, even eat. His feathers become too mangled to fly. So they go up to the mountains and they have two choices to make. One, stay where they're at and die from starvation. Or two, they take a rock and they bust their beak, break it off until it grows back. They take their talons and rake them out until those grow back. And they will pluck all their feathers and let them grow back so they can go back, and it takes them about 6 months to do this. And I think that's where we're at. America is fixing to have to do that. And to be honest, I think we've already started. And we're waiting for the last little bit of feathers to grow back. So, which I think this is the month where we're going to spread our wings. Okay, guys? Be safe. Remember, God loves you.